Hi everybody, Valerie here from Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet. I hope everybody's doing fantastic today. So I'm coming on to give you an update on everything that I've been crocheting for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, ever since I last made my last video. So let me show you. Now, I had originally planned to show you my clips of the days and like what 3 items I chose each day, and then but I just thought that's going to be kind of boring. So so I think I'm going to skip all that and just show you my final projects that I ended up making. I did have a lot of fun choosing my, well, let me show you. All right, so I did have a lot of fun choosing my little capsules that had the numbers in them, and then they corresponded to what I was going to crochet, and I stuck to that, and I had a great time. I had planned to do it through the end of November, but a couple things have come up, so I'm stopping that, but I will definitely do something like that again in the future because I really enjoyed choosing something at random, within the parameters that I had set, and then working on it that day. The only thing I got in trouble with is that I only worked on the projects each day up until the point where I needed to stuff them and put eyes in and finish them. And then that would go into a pile. And that pile was getting kind of big because on the days that I had planned to assemble everything, I was like, I don't really want to do that. So that was my downfall. So I did spend the last 2 days finishing everything, assembling everything that I have crocheted in the last 2 weeks. How about that? I think in the future, what I will do is I will choose one thing to crochet each day and then make multiples of that one thing, because it was kind of confusing. Let's say I chose washcloth and gummy bear and something else. I had to get all the different yarns out, all the different hooks out, all the different patterns out. I was doing it. It was fine. But I think just to keep it a little simpler next time, I will just choose one thing and go from there. So you'll see my capsule plan later in a different, in 2026, maybe 2025, maybe this year, maybe I'll do something for Christmas. Not sure, but I really had a great time with it. So the reason I'm discontinuing it at this point, I've done it for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It's been a while. Had a great time. But I have plenty of things for my next craft fair. I have 2 craft fairs planned. One is November 15th and one is December 7th, 5th, 6th, whatever that first Saturday is in December. And it's beginning to look like that one in November, which is in 9 days, may get rained out. I'm really thinking it will, because it's not just a 1-day storm that the 10-day forecast is predicting. It's like a 5-day storm. So, which is kind of rare for us. Rain is rare for us, but when I first looked at it yesterday, it looked like Saturday was going to be spared. And then today I looked at it and it looks like Saturday's, I think I said 60% chance of rain. So it's kind of looking like it's going to be rained out. But even if it's not, I still have plenty of crocheted objects for the next 2 craft fairs. And then I'm not planning to do another craft fair for a while. So I thought, I don't need to keep making things. I have plenty. So those are the 2 reasons why I'm not going to continue that at this point. Let me show you. I am doing a project though, but let me show you. Let me scoot you back a little bit here. And let me show you all the things that I've been crocheting. So I not only crocheted my 3 items a day, I also had time to crochet additional things. I do have a few that aren't finished yet. I think I have 4 loaf cats that I crocheted that are not stuffed and finished with and everything, that I won't show you today. But let me show you Uh-oh, I lost somebody. I've got a huge basket full. Well, okay, it's a double basket, but a huge basket full. And let me grab the thing that just fell. All right, so this was very motivating for me. It kept me on track doing the 3 items a day. It kept me interested. It kept me motivated. It kept me going. And I got a lot to show for it. So I'm really pleased. I have to remember that, that technique or whatever you want to say for the future. So let me just kind of grab in here. These are 5 gummy bears, and I used red. I'd only been using the Bernat Blanket Baby, but this is a Bernat Blanket Brights, and it worked very well. So I got, this is race car red, I believe. It doesn't look like that on my screen, but it is. Looks pink on my screen, but it's race car red. So, whoops, that one's upside down. So these were a bonus make because I crocheted these last night while I was doing an online Bible study. And I find that crocheting helps me focus. So those were a bonus. And I sell my gummy bears for $5. And I'm excited to have red because I had been, like I said, only using the Bernat Baby Blanket, and I only have a few colors of that. So there's that. I made 4 encouragement pickles, emotional support pickles, and this is a pattern that I came up with. I don't have it written up because there's other patterns for these out there. It's not my original idea, so I didn't make a pattern for it. These are a big seller for me. I used to charge 10 when I worked in the little shop. Now I charge 15, and people love them. These are a little bigger than the ones I used to have. Anyway, I made 2 F-bombs. People loved these F-bombs. This is my pattern, but again, I'm not gonna, they look different sizes, but they're not. This is my pattern, but it's based off of other people's work, so I'm not planning to write it up or anything. It is worsted weight. These got a lot of attention at my last craft fair, and I sell those for $20 because it's extra work and it's, the patch costs money, and this is extra work, and that's what I charge for them. I made some more of my bendy worms. This is, I believe, a free pattern on Instagram, I think, but it's basically you do 6 single crochets in a magic ring, and then you just keep crocheting. You do have to make sure you insert, it's a hair curler. You have to make sure you insert the hair curler at least by the time the color change, or else if you wait to the end, you're never going to get it in. It is just a bendy hair curler, so this does bend. And I sold out at my last craft fair. I think I had 4 or 5. They were a big hit. The thing is, people pick them up and play with them. So I purchased some clear plastic boxes. They're 2" by 2" by 6", or 8" or 6" or whatever. If I bend the worms, sorry, I hot glued the eyes on. If I bend the worms, they will fit in the box. And I thought, you know what? That's a good way to keep people from bending them. And maybe I'll have one out as a sample, but I'm trying to experiment a little bit with packaging. So to see if that helps my plushies not get so manhandled. But yeah, I don't have them here. My craft room is a bit of a mess right now. It's kind of driving me a little cuckoo crazy. I made 2 dinosaurs, and this is a free Instagram pattern. And look what I did. I sewed on the eyes. Yes, I did. I sewed on eyes. I'm so proud of myself. Do I like sewing on eyes? No. Do they look okay? Yeah. So there's this one, very soft Bernat Blanket frosting yarn in blue tones. And then I did make another dinosaur. This is actually the first one that I sewed the eyes on. So I like the safety eyes better, and I'm still going to try to find a way to get safety eyes to actually stay in. But for now, I have a few things with the sewn on eyes. Sorry, I was hearing noises outside. Oh, more gummy bears. Forgot these were at the bottom. Yellow and a pink one. And we'll see if I come up with any more. I don't think so. Here is a little turtle. This one I sewed the eyes on. Not that excited about how I did it, but you know, people might be fine with it. I made some mini chicks in nests, and this is basically a modification of the Mabel chicken pattern. I used safety eyes, but boy, they're just sunken in there. And they're not even. Oh, well. Maybe the person who gets that won't really care. Yeah, safety eyes are beginning to be the bane of my existence. And here's another one. The mini chicks did really well last time. I sell them for $15, I think. All right. I made some loaf cats. There's this one. I love this one. So cute. I like to use the heart noses. And then that's all. I don't do any whiskers or anything. And then there's this one. His little nose is off center, but you know, he's special. He's special. I love him. There's this one. Her eye looks a little wonky. There we go. These are the better quality eyes. They have the hard plastic backing. The ones that have like the soft plastic backing, they're worthless. Here's a little whale keychain, the purple whale keychain that I made. I was supposed to make pink, but I made purple. I just haven't put the keychain finding on it yet. I'm saving my best for last. Although I'm pretty happy with everything I did. I made a whole bunch of washcloths. This one is the lemon peel stitch. I like to do the lemon peel stitch, which is single crochet, double crochet, and then when you go back the other way, it's you single crochet in the double crochets and you double crochet in the single crochets. So lemon peel stitch, I love it. I like to do it with the solid ones because I think it gives them a really nice texture that you can really see, and it, you know, spices up the solid color. The ones that are the variegated colors, I like to do just in single crochet because I think that really, the color shows off better. And they're curly, but they'll be fine. And some of these, I prefer the, I love this cotton yarn from Hobby Lobby, but I had been at Walmart and I picked up some of their, whatever their cotton yarn is. And I don't like it as much. The colors are really pretty, but it's a little bit stiffer. So I make my washcloths. I do a foundation chain of 34 with an eye hook, very loose. And then I switch to my G hook, and then I do 33 and then 33, 33, and just one turning chain. This is actually one that I had left over. Well, I made it with my leftovers last year, and I just never wrapped it up and put it out because I thought, well, maybe nobody would want it, but I don't know. It's kind of pretty. So I'm going to put that out at my next craft fair. Here's another one. I love the colors on this one. So anyway, my washcloths turn out to be around 8.5 by 8.5. Sometimes a little bit bigger depending on my, exact tension for the day I'm working on it. So there's this one. And this one looks like it was double crochet? Maybe? Looks like it, huh? And And this one is the lemon peel stitch, even though I did have the variegated yarn. I mean, I like it. I just don't think, I don't know, just to give me a change. I just, this one is also lemon peel stitch. One of my favorite stitches. Love this one. But yeah, just to give me some variety, I usually try to do the variegated colors in the single crochet and the solid ones on the lemon peel. There's another lemon peel stitch. And I figure I don't need to get too fancy and use up, tons of different stitches because people love them the way they are. All right, so I didn't count how many that was, but I have plenty of washcloths. So the last thing I made, I tried a new pattern. It's kind of labor intensive as far as compared to some of the other things that I make, but it's so cute. So let me show you the first one that I made. It is a little dachshund puppy, and I love the ears just keep insisting on being like the flying nun. Anyway, so this was a paid for pattern, and it's a good pattern. It's easy, but the head is sewn on separately. The ears are sewn on separately. You have to sew the nose on. I had trouble with the safety eyes just because I was using the kind that have the really flimsy backs. Here's what it looks like underneath. The pattern is written not in continuous rounds, but I did mine in continuous rounds. And so I just had to make a couple of modifications along the way. But there's this one. And I have not decided on a price for this. I was so frustrated with them the other day. It's like, I don't even know, but I think I'm going to put 20 on these, which might seem like a bit much, but my loaf cats are 20. And I thought, well, it's kind of comparable. Plus there's so much more work. And it's like, sometimes when I think of pricing, I think, what would I make this again for? Would I make it again if I only got 15 for it? I'm like, no. If I got 20 for it, I would make them again. And I don't know if it's just because I had so many I was making. Maybe that's why. Maybe just making one wouldn't feel so bad. But let me show you the other ones. There's this one. He's got a striped little sweater. Different color ears because I ran out of the darker brown. And these are all, this one's like that one too. But they all look different. They all have their own personality. So there's that. And then these two have the same color ears as their bodies. And this one's got a little tilted head, but that's okay. So, and that's what they look like underneath. His feet got a little wonky, but that's okay. So, I don't know. I think they're adorable, if I do say so myself. I really didn't love that pattern working with it. I don't know why, but anyway. So that's all the things that I've made in the last 2.5 to 3 weeks. So I'm really proud of myself. I've been having a great time. My Crojo is back. I've been just loving it. So now I'm going to switch gears because, like I said, I've got plenty of crochet going. I've got enough. I've got I've got 2 full bags of stuff plus this basket that I want to take for sure. And then I've got a couple bags that I wasn't going to take, but I'm like, you know what? They're already made. Why not take all that stuff too? So I will not sell everything, I'm sure, especially if that one market is canceled. And even if it's not being very well advertised, and it's a first time market for this. So I don't have high hopes for it, but you never know. So here's what I'm going to do next. So Terri at Yarn Joy podcast has put out a tutorial for a blanket, and the name escapes me at the moment. It is the Stripes-a-Slant Throw. Sorry, Terri. But she's put out, I'll link her tutorial below. So as I'm speaking, she's put out the tutorial to start the blanket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the blanket, and that is going to be my exclusive project for the next week and a half or so. Other than preparing for the craft fair if it happens. And you know, I might crochet something else in the meantime, but this is going to be my main project because the tutorial that she put out looks so much fun. And you know me and blankets, I do not have a good track record of doing blankets. But this one looks really fun. It looks really easy. I want to do it. So we're going to do it. So Stripes-a-Slant. Granny square Stripes-a-Slant. Sorry. So what I did is I have quite a number of drawers full of, let's see if I can move you around here. Let's see. Sorry if I'm moving the camera. So there are some of my drawers of yarn. And the ones over on the right here on this side, there we go. I didn't label the top one because it's hard to get to. I didn't label the very, very bottom ones. You can't see them anyway. But I labeled some of my drawers with numbers 1 through 7. So let me turn you back. And those drawers have my variegated yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose, well, first of all, I'm going to use Antique White Pound of Love for my pull it all together color that just runs throughout the blanket. So this is going to be, and I'm pretty sure Pound of Love is a 4-weight, right? Better be. Yes, Pound of Love is a 4-weight, so it should be just fine. I think it actually works up a little bit thinner than Red Heart, but I'm not going to exclusively use Red Heart, so that's okay. So that's going to be that color. And then for the colors in between the white stripes, I'm going to be choosing random colors from my variegated stash. So what I did is I have my drawers numbered, as you saw. You couldn't really see, but I do have them numbered. And then I wrote the numbers 1 through 7 twice on these cards. So I'm going to fold up these cards and put them in this handy dandy container that I found in my kitchen cupboard. I was going to buy a cute turkey bowl or turkey box, and I thought, you know what? I'm trying to save money here, so I'm just going to grab this out of the cupboard and use it. I'm kind of thinking fall vibes as I make this blanket. Fall, although the colors are going to be whatever they're going to be. But just thinking, you know, cozy, cool days, kind of all kinds of colors. So, and how I'm going to use this blanket, it's going to get used. It's going to be my blanket. It's going to get used. I can cuddle up with it in the garage. I can lay it on the bed and snuggle up with it. I got plenty of blankets that are up in the closet that never get used. This one is going to be a usable blanket. I don't care if I get cat hair on it. It's not a gift for anybody. I don't care if it gets a little dirty because I'm going to be, you know, taking it outside to cuddle up with as I watch the stars at night or, you know, whatever. I'm just going to make it as a functional blanket. And I'm going to use up some of my variegated yarn. So that's exciting too. All right. So it's like I'm popping popcorn or something. So I've got the numbers 1 through 7. The first number I draw out is going to be the drawer number. So right for my beginning color, I'm going to use drawer 6. So, and I'm just going to not even look, open the drawer, grab around in there and grab something. And the second one I draw out is going to be how many rows I'm going to make out of that color. So I'm going to do 5 rows. All right, so let me go grab something from drawer 6. All right, drawer 6, the color that I randomly chose is Ciao, C-I-A-O. Xiao, Chow? No idea. It's a Hobby Lobby. It's one of their reduced ones that I bought a couple years ago on their sale. It's kind of got browns and purples and oranges and blue and a great fall color. Not that the colors have to be fall in this blanket, but it's kind of nice to start with a fall color. So I'll do 5 rows of this, and then I will do 1 row of this as per the instructions on Terri's tutorial. And then I'm not going to come on every time I choose a new color, but I will come on whenever I decide to and show you my progress. But that's what I'll be doing. Each time I need to change to a new color, I'll choose one number for the drawer number and 1 number for how many rows. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed getting to see what I've been crocheting. And I'm also thinking of some Vlogmas plans. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I've been thinking, so I will get back to you on that. But in the meantime, I will see you probably next week. By then I should know pretty much whether or not the craft fair is a go or not. And I'll just update you on how things are going. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.